Go.
Hi, welcome back to our little recovery blog. It's me in front of the camera this time instead of behind it. Hi, I'm Linda and I'm an addict. And this week I wanted to talk to you about holiday stress from a more feminine perspective. I know our North American popular media has lots of overwhelmingly glossy and beautiful pictures of what is expected around the holidays. And at one point in my life, when I was not in recovery, a lot of those messages seeped in and took over my entire life. I thought there was not only a supermom expected of me all year round, but during the holiday seasons, that message and that stress got ramped up quite a bit. I understood that to have a happy home, happy family during the holiday season, you had to have the perfect decorated home. You had to have all the cards sent out on time, and they had to go to every person, every member of the family, every company that you had dealt with during the whole year, or you weren't being properly festive enough. You had to entertain friends, family. You had to bake up a storm that, had I not been working full-time, probably could have been accomplished by a team of bakers in 3 weeks or so. But of course I had to stay up late, do this over the weekend, and make sure there was just a snowstorm of wonderful baked goodies for anybody and everybody to enjoy, except me. All the presents had to be purchased and wrapped, and some of them sent out early because they had to go a long way. And all of this fell back on me because I felt this was my job. Well, that stress put me way over the limit of what I could possibly handle, and of course this led me and triggered me quite often to drink and use to try to cope with it all. What I really didn't grasp at that time was I was placing this stress on myself. Did these people really expect to be entertained at a level that only caterers could possibly attain for anyone? Did anybody expect the perfectly trimmed tree, the house decorated inside and out to just that level of festivity, that there was no corner unfestified, if you will? And who was I trying to impress? To this day, I don't know. All I know was the stress became overwhelming, and I never got through one of those Christmases without having an amazingly huge conflict with my then husband. Somebody was disappointed. My son would end up crying at some point, having lived in this house of conflict. And the season was anything but merry. I'm not entirely sure why all of this happened. I know I couldn't handle stress due to not being in recovery, and I got sucked into the messages. This is what was expected, so this is what I had to deliver. But why? Well, those are many years ago, and I'm now in recovery, that relationship has since fallen apart. My son is grown up and has children of his own. I now understand the Christmas season as something very different. And let me share with you, it's a lot less stressful. I don't set the bar that high. I don't bake up a storm. I no longer send out Christmas cards. Thank you very much, email. And I'm not trying to impress anyone with my level of festivity. No. Christmas is about gratitude, just like every other day of the year is about gratitude. But there's more to it. It's reaching out and sharing what I have been so bountifully blessed with. It's giving back and giving away some of what my husband and I have been so very much blessed with. We give gifts that, well, most of the time we've created ourselves. We don't necessarily entertain overly, but we open our home to those that would wish to drop by and share a cup of coffee, a few laughs, and the festivities of the season. We decorate our home when and if we wish, and if there's too much else going on, perhaps it doesn't get decorated that particular season. It's okay. We're not trying to impress the neighbors, and we're not trying to bring in photographers and show off our home for all to see in the glossy magazines. This is about our Christmas and making it a time of giving and about being grateful. We celebrate a Christian Christmas, as well as we celebrate holiday time with our First Nations friends and family. We tend to embrace those that celebrate and those that do not. It's pretty cold here in Calgary, Alberta at the moment. Yesterday, a place not far from here, Banff, was actually colder than the Antarctica. Yes, we're pretty cold here. But there's one sure way to stay warm. Reach out and hug someone. Bring that happiness and that warmth to someone. Share what you have been blessed with. I guarantee you it's a lot less stressful. And if you put less stress on yourself and you keep your phone list handy, if you do let the stress go a little bit too high, reach out. There are people out there that are happy to speak with you, talk on the phone, have you out for coffee, and share their warmth and support this holiday season. Don't let the stress overwhelm you. If it gets to be too much, this is the season of giving, and the best gift you can ever give is the gift of support to another struggling addict. I know when I'm struggling, it sure feels good to know that there's somebody out there that I can reach out to and know that they're there. Even if it's just for a quick phone call to say, yeah, it's pretty crazy out there, and maybe you should avoid the malls. It's not that hard to do when you think about it and do some planning around it. And don't forget to get your ass to a meeting. There's lots of people there with the kind of struggles that you're dealing with too. I wish you all a very happy holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and please reach out to those around you. If you're struggling, if you're not struggling, it's the very best way to share the bounty of the season. Thank you for dropping by again, and if you have any kinds of struggles or questions about recovery in the season, please drop us a line by email or on the blog pages. We'll be happy to talk about them next week or the week after. God bless and take care.